In this video, I'm going to show you some extremely simple strategies to help your naturopath businesses Google business profile rank, drive traffic, and generate leads. Why should you care about optimizing your profile? It's because it helps you rank here, and I call this beachfront real estate on the internet. There are dozens of things you can change and do to rank in the Google local pack, but let's jump into the 7 most important things for your naturopathic practice, starting with 2 things that very few other SEO experts talk about.
Why should you care about optimizing your Google business profile? Well, it helps you rank here. I call this beachfront real estate on the internet, and there are dozens of things you can change and do in your Google business profile to rank here. Note, I've got some extra tools here. Yours probably doesn't look exactly like this, but know that only 3 businesses can rank in this Google local pack.
First, consistently add photos and videos of your naturopathic office and treatments. This one at times can feel really difficult for naturopaths. They think there's patient confidentiality, so there's no way I can take photos or film content. The thing is, it's actually really easy, and here are 2 exact strategies you can use. So with Google business profiles, they only allow videos to be about 30 seconds long. Therefore, you can batch film 10 to 15 videos, and you suddenly have 5 to 7 months worth of content. These videos can be really simple. Have a staff member or a tripod, hold the iPhone, and film you saying something like, "I just treated a patient with X symptoms today. We discovered that this patient is experiencing these symptoms because of the root cause of Y. Other traditional doctors were trying to treat the symptoms unsuccessfully. We got to the root cause, and we can do the same for you." That's all it takes in the video. If you update your office decor seasonally, for example, spooky decorations around Halloween, you can snap a few photos and also add those to the back end of your profile. It's actually not that difficult.
First, consistently add photos and videos of your naturopathic office and treatments. This one is usually really difficult for naturopaths to wrap their heads around. They think, oh, there's patient confidentiality, so there's no way I can take photos or film content. And there's actually some ways around this. So Google Business Profile only allows your videos to be about 30 seconds long. So there are actually a few things that you can do to get around this. You, as the naturopathic doctor, are the expert in what you do. And so take a look at our profile, and you can see that with these Google Business Profile posts, I am talking through a video screen share, and I'm sharing strategies about digital marketing. You can do something very similar. So imagine standing in front of a tripod. You can even have just someone on your team hold an iPhone, and they can film you talking about who knows what, autoimmune conditions, leaky gut syndrome, all of these different things. And it can just be a 30-second video saying something like, I treated a patient with X symptoms today, let's say Crohn's disease. We discovered that the patient is experiencing these symptoms because of the root cause of Y. Other traditional doctors were trying to help this patient. They went to 6 doctors over the past 10 years. Since working with us, they got to the root cause, and we've been able to see some amazing progress. That's it. And then you can add that video to your Google Business Profile in the form of posts and in the form of just videos here. The second thing you can do in terms of video content is you can update, let's say you update your office decor seasonally, maybe spooky decorations for Halloween, or during the winter holiday season, you add some decor there. Just snap a few photos and add them to the back end of your profile. Valentine's Day, you add some hearts around. It's really not that hard. These photos aren't front and center on your website. They're in the back end of your profile. And most of the time users don't really see this. It just is for Google seeing that you're very active.
Second, get 5-star reviews for your naturopathic business ASAP using some really basic hacks. Caveat here is get reviews from paying patients, of course. But my guess is that you've worked with a lot of other medical professionals in your career. Perhaps a few chiropractors refer folks to you. Or maybe you've got a great relationship with physical therapists, acupuncturists, and other medical professionals. Google allows anybody to leave you a review, so long as the review is honest. So ask all your professional connections for a Google review. You probably have at least 5 to 10. When you ask them for a review, make it really easy. Send them an email with something like, "Hey Rachel, I'm looking to get more Google reviews for my business. Can you please spend 30 seconds leaving me a review? Here's the link to leave the review. Rachel, I know you're busy, so here's an example review that you can write. Dr. Joey and the team at XYZ Naturopathic Clinic, they're so thoughtful and really good at what they do." That's an honest review. Within the next 30 days, you should be able to get at least 10 reviews.
The second thing is to get 5-star reviews for your naturopathic business ASAP. So a caveat, I totally understand that you should get reviews from paying patients, of course, but my guess is that you've also worked with some other medical professionals in your career. Perhaps you refer to chiropractors or you refer to acupuncturists. Maybe you've got a great relationship with physical therapists. You can have them leave you a Google review. Google allows this so long as the reviews are honest. So why is this important? Well, you can see that if I type in something like Naturopath Houston or Naturopath Chicago, Illinois, 218 reviews, 44 reviews, 167 reviews. So let's say you have 10 reviews and they're all 5 stars. That's great, but at some point quantity is going to make a difference. So reach out to some of those other medical professionals that you know and just say something like, "Hey name, I'm really looking to get some more Google reviews for my business. Can you please spend 30 seconds leaving me a review? Here's the link. It means so much to my business. And here's an example of a review that you can write. Dr. Joey and the team at XYZ Naturopathic Clinic are very thoughtful and they're great at what they do. We refer to them all the time." And I think within the next 30 days, you should be able to get at least 5 to 10 Google reviews.
Third, make sure your naturopath's Google business profile categories are set up properly. If you want to rank in the Google local pack for naturopathic keywords, your primary category must be naturopathic practitioner. Here's proof of this. Don't overdo the categories. I've seen naturopaths with 6, 7 categories, even some including pharmacy as a category. Google's documentation says to have as few categories as possible.
The third thing is to make sure your naturopath's Google business profile categories are set up properly. So if you want to rank in the Google business profile local pack for keywords like naturopath near me, best naturopathic doctor in Seattle, Washington, etc., you're going to have to choose a primary category as well as secondary categories. And this kind of depends on your area. It's pretty interesting. And that for Seattle, you can see that all of the primary categories are naturopathic practitioner, naturopathic practitioner, naturopathic practitioner. In Chicago, we have naturopathic practitioner, naturopathic practitioner. And then here we have holistic medicine practitioner. So it depends on which keyword you want to go for. What we've seen is that volume for naturopathic doctor is actually higher than holistic medicine. So let's say in the Chicago area, someone searching for either naturopath near me or holistic medicine near me, you're going to get more volume of people searching for naturopath. So if that's the case and you are a naturopathic doctor, you are an ND or have ND on staff, I recommend putting this as your primary category. And here is the proof. So we've seen naturopaths with dozens of categories. It's quite bizarre, like doctor, medical office. There's a lot of different things that you can add in the back end of your profile, but Google's documentation says to have as few categories as possible. So just having maybe naturopathic practitioner, holistic medicine practitioner is the way to go.
Fourth, add a localized keyword to the first few words of your primary description, aka naturopathic doctor in your city name, like Seattle or Portland. And make sure your primary description is as close to 750 characters as possible. This right here is your primary description. So let's say you're a naturopath, you're based in Tacoma, Washington, and the start of your primary description might say something like, "We're a trusted naturopathic doctor's office in Tacoma, Washington with 10 years of experience and hundreds of patients treated." Pro tip on this one, embed your Google business profile into the footer of your website. Here's exactly how you can do that.
The fourth thing is to add a localized keyword to the first few words of your primary description. What is a primary description? I'm going to go back to our profile very quickly. And the primary description is here. It says something like from your business name. And the first thing we add is a Portland digital marketing agency specializing in SEO. We don't just focus on the Portland area, but from our profile perspective, that's what we're focusing on. Our profile, just like you can't, if you're in Houston or Chicago, you're not going to rank, your profile is not going to rank if someone searches for naturopath out in Schaumburg near me, right? That area is too different for the user. So in our case, we're trying to optimize our profile for Portland, and you could do something like a naturopathic doctor in Seattle specializing in autoimmune conditions, X, Y, and Z. So this is very important for your primary description on your Google Business profile. A pro tip, embed your Google Business profile in the footer of your website. How do you do this? Look up your profile, click on the maps, click on share, and then embed a map. Frequently what you see with maps on websites is that it's just the address, 123 Main Street. By actually embedding the Google Business profile, you're putting a stronger connection to Google in that this profile is now embedded on my website.
Fifth, make sure your website link in your profile is correct and it points to the secure HTTPS version of the site. Here's where that is, and also an example of a business doing it incorrectly.
So the fifth thing is to make sure your website link is correct and points to the HTTPS secure version. What does this mean on your profile? So obviously you can see that you can link to your profile within your, link to your website within your Google Business profile. If I copy this link address and then paste it, you can see that it's the HTTPS secure version. We have seen many instances where folks will link to the HTTP version. Basically, this means this is the non-secure version of your website. It frequently automatically gets redirected to the secure version of your website, but it's an extra step that Google doesn't love. So a quick, small thing just to double check that the HTTPS secure version of your website is the one linked within your Google Business profile.
Sixth, consider updating your business name using a localized naturopath keyword. And for this, you're going to need to get a DBA, doing business as. It's actually really cheap and easy to do. As you may have noticed with some of your competitors, they're gaming the system. They're adding naturopath keywords into their business name. This is something that you may want to consider, but only after you've purchased a DBA with your state. So for example, let's say your business name is currently The Wellness Group. Sounds pretty cool. You may want to go and get a DBA for something like The Wellness Group Naturopath Tacoma. Now you've hit an exact match keyword of naturopath Tacoma in your Google Business profile.
As you may have noticed with your competitors, they may be gaming the system. What does this mean? So they're adding keywords to their Google Business profile name. This isn't always the case. You can see here, this might be their actual business, but you can see part of the reason why they may be ranking is because they have the word Seattle Naturopathy in their business name. Neighborhood Naturopathic and Primary Care. Again, this might be their actual business name, but they have a keyword in their business name on their profile. So this is something you may want to consider. The only thing that you have to do is purchase a DBA, a doing business as, with your state. So let's say your business name is currently The Wellness Group, and your Google Business profile has this business name. And let's say you're based in Tacoma, Washington. You may want to, with the state of Washington, get this DBA of The Wellness Group Naturopathy Tacoma, or Naturopath Tacoma. Now you're legally able to operate under this DBA in the state of Washington, and you can update your profile accordingly. And it's kind of crazy how fast we've seen clients improve their rankings by adding a gentle keyword to their Google Business profile.
Seventh, ensure your homepage's title tag, meta description, and header tag align with the keyword you're trying to rank for. For example, you're a naturopath, you're based in Tacoma, Washington. You probably want to rank for keywords like naturopath in Tacoma, Washington. Therefore, your homepage's title tag, meta description, and header tag should hit this exact keyword. Here's what this means with an example.
The last thing is to ensure your homepage's title tag, meta description, and H1 align with the keyword that you want to rank for. So let's look at an example of this business. You can see they've added keywords to their header tags like naturopathic care. So what is a title tag and what is a meta description? this is a title tag and this is a meta description. And you have the ability to change this on your website. If you're a single location naturopathic doctor, your homepage is going to be the page that you want to change this on. If you're a multi-location business, then it's going to be on the specific location page. So something like top-rated naturopathic doctor in Portland, Oregon, trusted by thousands of patients could be a title tag. And then your meta description can basically say a variation of that.
These 7 strategies will take your naturopath's Google business profile to the next level, driving more visibility, more leads, and more revenue. But these strategies are just the tip of the iceberg. I'd say by doing the actions in this video, you just got yourself 40% of the way there, which is great. But if you want to compete with the big kids, you're going to need to do more.
By doing all of the actions above, you just got yourself 40% of the way there, which is killer. But if you want to compete with the big kids, you're going to need to do more.
We've helped naturopaths not only optimize their Google business profile, but optimize their entire digital presence. We're a full service digital marketing agency, and you can go to our website via the link in the description of this video. Reach out and I personally will get on a call with you. See you in the next video.